When you consider extinct animal populations, you may be saddened by how natural and human activities have caused these species to vanish from the face of the earth. Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today we are going to talk about the top 10 most dangerous extinct animals. Before we get started with the video, don't forget to smash the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get started. Number 10. Shortface Bear. Arctotis, a violent extinct bear species, flourished roughly 11,000 years ago during the last ice age. These were fierce carnivores that roamed North America, devouring wild horses, antelope, and even enormous sloths. Short-faced bears, according to specialists, were capable of performing quick dashes at speeds of 30 to 40 miles per hour and could raise their full stature of 12 to 13 feet to terrify their victims. These creatures came in two varieties, the huge short-faced bear and its lesser counterpart. They were dubbed snout bears because their snouts were shorter than those of modern bears, which increased their bite power. Despite being classified as omnivores, both species were predators. According to their fossilized bones, they weighed around 2,000 pounds. During the extremely cold months, they hibernated. Furthermore, fossils discovered in caves had butchering wounds on their bones, indicating that humans hunted them. Humans would have found their warm coats and meat enticing. However, hunting them would have been a major annoyance. Number 9. Basilosaurus. You might be surprised to find that another prehistoric mammal reigned over the oceans. In one epoch, an ancient whale known as Basilosaurus, often known as the cane lizard, ruled the seas. The Basilosaurus, a gigantic dinosaur that could weigh up to 10 tons, appeared after the dinosaurs had gone, when mammals first began to evolve. Basilosaurus was at the top of their food chain in the water. They were carnivorous and had the ability to kill anything with their fangs. Even the largest fish, sharks, or whales were no match for them. In fact, the ancient elephants who inhabited the region throughout the Eocene epoch would have been an easy feast for Basilosaurus if they got too close. Number 8. Arthropleura. If you dislike centipedes, coming across an Arthropleura would be your worst nightmare. Except for their size, these critters are nearly identical to centipedes. The Arthropleura dwarfed the centipede in size, with ribs that stretched over 7.5 feet. In fact, they are the largest invertebrate species yet discovered. They existed between 340 and 280 million years ago in what is now North America. They were most common from the lower Carboniferous period to the lower Permian period. These heinous prehistoric creatures could have been herbivores, but because they were so small, they were free to crawl over the forest floor because they had no predators to worry about. Anyone would feel sick just thinking about them. Number 7. Deinosuchus. Crocodiles are already terrifying. A 35-foot-long, dangerous beast hiding in the water, on the other hand, makes the crocodiles we know appear like cuddly pets. Deinosuchus, a lethal species similar to crocodiles and alligators today, existed roughly 8 million years ago during the Cretaceous epoch. Thanks to its massive, sharp teeth, this enormous crocodile with a length of up to 35 feet and a weight of up to 6.5 metric tons was capable of devouring giant dinosaurs, fish, and sea turtles. Although other prehistoric enormous crocodiles existed, the Deinosuchus stands out as one of the most fearsome extinct creatures due to its sheer size. The skull was 6 feet tall on its own. Its skeleton remains may be found in North America, proving its enormous size. Its moniker, which translates as dreadful crocodile, is apt given that researchers estimate its biting force to reach 20,000 pounds. A modern saltwater crocodile has a maximum strength of roughly 3,700 pounds. Number 6. Haas Eagle. The most fearsome and lethal animal ever to fly, the Haas Eagle arose in New Zealand. Because the island was cut off from the rest of the earth, it was devoid of major animal species. Birds had access to all of the main landscapes. As a result, they took over as the dominant life form. The Haas Eagle gradually became the dominant predator due to a lack of major animal predators. It grew to tremendous proportions because its primary prey, the moa, was equally enormous. The Haas Eagle had a wingspan of around 10 feet and could weigh up to 15 pounds. They also possessed paws up to 4 inches long, almost as long as those of a Bengali tiger. The creature would first attack its prey with its talons at a speed of 60 miles per hour. The eagle first deceived its prey, almost breaking its limbs with its claws. This left the prey seriously injured and unable to defend itself, assuming they hadn't already died from the initial hit. Number 5. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex was without a doubt one of the most dangerous predators that ever existed. Although it is no longer thought to be the largest meat-eating dinosaur, it is still thought to be the strongest animal in many aspects. Its bite force ranged from 9 to more than 23 tons. With a crushing jaw weighing more than 23 tons, the T-Rex would have had an even greater bite than a Megalodon. The bite of a T-Rex was substantially larger than that of a Megalodon. A Tyrannosaurus Rex could lift weights of up to 5 tons, which is roughly the size of an African elephant, and could easily pull off a 500-pound lump of flesh in a single bite. Furthermore, the skeleton of a T-Rex would have been harder than reinforced steel, which was thought to be the only material capable of precisely replicating T-Rex bone. Finally, if the force of the bite wasn't enough to kill its victims, the infection that followed would have been devastating. As a result, while it may not be the largest meat-eating dinosaur, it is still one of the most lethal prehistoric beasts. It is still the most ferocious and deserves to be known as the king of the dinosaurs. Number 4. Andrewsarchus. Andrewsarchus is the largest ground mammalian carnivore to have ever lived on Earth. They are reported to be over 12 feet long and 6 feet tall at the shoulders. Because they were only documented from a single skull sample, their exact size cannot be determined with accuracy. Despite this, they are widely regarded as the largest terrestrial mammalian carnivores ever discovered, as well as one of the most fearsome prehistoric beasts. Although there is some debate about whether they were predators or scavengers, their power is apparent. The Andrewsarchus has a bite force of roughly 1 ton. This is more than twice the amount of any living organism today. Whether or not it was a scavenger, it was still the largest and most powerful terrestrial carnivore that ever existed, earning it a spot on our list of the most lethal prehistoric beasts. Despite its wolf-like look, the Andrewsarchus is more closely connected to whales, hippopotamuses, sheep, and goats than to any other extant carnivorous mammal. Number 3. Spinosaurus. One of the deadliest extinct beasts, the Spinosaurus was roughly 60 feet long and weighed up to 23 tons. It was the world's largest land and water-based predator ever. According to legend, the Spinosaurus could fling its arms with over 6 tons of force. Its claws were as huge as blades seen in a butcher's store. Spinosaurus also had a relatively powerful bite that weighed roughly 3 tons. Spinosaurus possessed a stronger bite than any predator alive today, despite the fact that the bite was still quite modest for a creature of its size. Despite this, only a few more animals have harsher bites than this critter, making it one of the worst bites of any mammal. Its fangs were designed for grabbing rather than killing. The Spinosaurus' jaws were probably used to bring its prey into the reach of its claws, which it then slashed to death. In actuality, the Spinosaurus was a semi-aquatic creature whose diet consisted primarily of marine animals. It ate fish, especially sharks, which were more powerful than great white sharks, but were merely a little snack for the Spinosaurus. Number 2. Titanobo. Titanobo snakes, which roamed the world roughly 58 million years ago during the Paleocene, were among the most venomous prehistoric animals. These snakes were massive constrictors, with Titanobo surgeonensis being the largest. They were estimated to have had 250 vertebrae and may have grown to be 42 feet long. This is much longer than the largest snake on the planet, the green anaconda, which is 30 feet long. Titanobos, which weighed approximately 2,500 pounds, live in tropical jungles and streams. Their fossilized teeth, according to experts, indicate that they were scavengers. These monsters, on the other hand, were clearly capable of murdering any animal that came within their range. Titanobos were the apex predators of La Guajira, which is now located in northeastern Colombia. Their massive bodies, however, were unable to adjust to environmental changes during their period. Number 1. Megalodon. Megalodons are a good illustration of one of the most dangerous beasts. They can kill you without leaving a trace, making them one of the most terrifying prehistoric beasts. The Megalodons were the ocean's deity and would eat almost anything. Their vision and sense of smell were exceptional. They could swallow practically any species with their large, deadly fangs. It would just take one bite for death to almost certainly occur. They are the world's largest and deadliest shark species, measuring more than 50 feet in length. Their enormous jaw power was their most amazing characteristic, and they could swim quite fast. Even if their teeth are already razor-sharp, their crushing jaw force is sufficient to easily smash a whale's head. That's a wrap on the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.